Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Durandal. This is a tabletop role playing game featuring a setting in the times of Charlemagne's court with mythic chivalry and legendary warriors. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released New Flash, a future noir tabletop RPG where cyberpunk meets biological horror. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG where you play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Era Zone Zine Quest prototype tabletop RPGs. This Kickstarter features a collection of zine format tabletop RPGs ready to play, but with minimal artwork and playtesting. It's a wild collection of ideas covering everything from science fantasy, science fiction, horror, you name it. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Today, I want to talk about the fallacy of gatekeeping in tabletop role-playing games. And just to be perfectly clear, you should only play with people that you want to play with. You are not forced to include someone that you don't want to play with. Think about people that you do not like. Think about them. You don't want to play them, to play with them, right? You don't want to play with those people at your table. Why would you subject yourself to such an annoying, uncomfortable experience, right? So when it comes to your group, to your table, you should only play with people that you want to role play with in tabletop RPGs. But this presents a certain fallacy, showcases the whole the entire gatekeeping thing. You cannot create gates. You cannot stop people from playing tabletop RPGs. If Joe or Bill or Mary or Sue or Steve or whoever, they want to play a tabletop RPG, you cannot stop them unless you go out there and physically stop them, which would be like a criminal act. Unless you terminate them, you unalive them, you cannot stop them from playing tabletop RPGs. If they want to play a tabletop RPG, they can buy the book or they can borrow it from a friend, whatever. They can get their hands on the book and they can run the game. Or they can participate in a session within a group that accepts them, right? So you cannot create gates. It is crazy. It is madness to think that you can create gates. And there are people that still attempt to create gates to stop people, but that's like I said, it's a fallacy. There is no gate. There is no gate whatsoever. And even if you, for example, if you don't role play in tabletop RPGs, you can still play the game. You can play the game, play it as a storytelling game, play it as a conversation game, play it as a board game, play it as a whatever, right? But nobody can stop you. You can play any tabletop RPG. You can play it. There is no gate keeping you from that. So how did this fallacy came to be? It comes from two people mostly, but it's always based on control. On one side, this is science fiction YouTube. This is only my opinion. On one side, you have people that their parents never paid attention to them, and they usually ended up in daycare centers. In order for them to obtain the attention from adults in those daycare centers, they needed to play the victim. Oh, Billy did this to me. Jimmy did this to me. And they realized that the daycare center staff came and, oh, what happened? What happened, little boy? What happened, little girl? Were you attacked? And so they kept this vice throughout their lives. Throughout their lives, they noticed that when they play the big team, people will pay attention to them. So now they are saying, they are gatekeeping me. They are creating gates. No, no, there is no gate. You want to play tabletop RPGs? Buy the book, create your group, run it for your group, as simple as that. Or look for a group that will take you in, as simple as that. There is no group, create your own group. Nobody wants to play in your game, play it as a solo game. There are many avenues. And if nobody wants to play with you at all, the issue lies with you, right? So there is that side. And on the other hand, we have people that want to control others. They create all sorts of specialized languages. You have beginner roleplay, you have intermediate roleplay, you have advanced roleplay, you have this dimension of roleplay, you have this way of roleplaying, and you have this other way of role. You either roleplay or you don't. And if you are not interested in role-playing, you can still play tabletop RPGs. You don't need to go to these like priests of role-play, the science fiction YouTube, so that they accept you into their covenant. No, screw them. You purchase the game and the game that you want to play, and just play it. Nobody is stopping you. Nobody will stop you. You're unstoppable. So, like I said, the entire gate thing is pure moronic nonsense. You cannot create gates. You're not going to physically create a gate out of nowhere that separates the player from the book or from the dice. Nobody can stop you. You can play any tabletop RPG, and you can play it however you like. However you like. You could even play it without roleplay. No roleplay. You can just play the game. So this is a fallacy that has been created, and it never existed. It never existed. I remember some idiot, like a couple of years back, that, but before there were gates. I've been playing tabletop RPGs since when I was 14 years old. I'm 42 years old right now. I've played in Mexico and in the United States, in Canada once, and never have I seen a table that didn't have like people of all sorts of shapes and colors. And they never discriminated me because I was a Mexican. And at my table, I also, as long as you are a decent person and you roleplay, you're always welcome. In one of my sessions, I had one of the most multicultural tables ever. I had a Japanese guy and two girls from the Middle East and two Mexicans, me and a friend. So there never were gates. There were never gates. No gates, no gates. And there are no gates right now. And there will never be gates in tabletop role-playing games, because you can get your hands on any tabletop RPG out there and play it. So there you have it. The main culprits, those that play the big team and those that want to control others. So yes, I hope this video was informative and entertaining. Like I said, and I'm still saying it, YouTube, the science fiction, there is this ever increasing madness, and if you don't put a stop to it, the world will end up in absolute chaos. We need logic, reasoning, contact with reality. That's what we need. So yes, thank you, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, master roleplay and you will master the game. Once again, thank you and see you later.